What if the Gulf's biggest investment story is no longer about oil? What if billions of Gulf dollars are quietly moving into India's banks, airports, factories, digital infrastructure, and energy transition? UAE investment in India has now crossed $25 billion since 2000. And according to the latest data, that is nearly 70% of all Gulf capital entering India. So why is Abu Dhabi pumping so much money into India? And what does it see that global investors are missing? Is this simply about making money, or is the UAE building a long-term economic stake in one of the world's fastest growing major economies? The latest signal came during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's UAE visit in May. The two countries announced investment commitments worth about $5 billion. Three deals stand out. Emirates NBD committed $3 billion to RBL Bank. ADIA and India's National Investment and Infrastructure Fund are exploring up to $1 billion for Indian infrastructure. And another $1 billion is being directed towards an Indian non-banking financial company to support lending. This is not simply money entering India's stock market. It is money entering platforms that can shape the economy. Banking determines credit. Infrastructure determines connectivity. Finance determines who gets capital, and that is why these investments matter strategically. Abu Dhabi is now the richest city on the planet by sovereign capital. Its three big funds, ADIA, Mubadala, and ADQ, together manage well over $1.7 trillion. In just the first 3 quarters of 2024 alone, these three funds deployed $36 billion globally. That's 2/3 of everything all Gulf sovereign funds put together spent in that period. Mubadala alone became the world's most active sovereign investor in 2024, deploying $29.2 billion, up sharply from $17.5 billion the year before. When Abu Dhabi decides to write a check, the rest of the Gulf simply cannot keep pace, and a growing share of that firepower is now pointed straight at India. Mubadala's India commitments span digital infrastructure, telecom, renewable energy, roads, financial services, healthcare, and retail. ADIA has stakes across banking and infrastructure. Abu Dhabi has even launched an India-focused exchange-traded fund on its own stock exchange, letting Gulf investors and the UAE's 4 million strong Indian expatriate community buy directly into Indian equities. Add to that direct energy investments, gas distribution networks, and pharmaceuticals. Abu Dhabi is not making a single bet. It's building a diversified footprint across the entire Indian economy, sector by sector, year by year. One name keeps showing up: Sheikh Tahnoon bin Zayed Al Nahyan. He chairs ADIA, he chairs ADQ, he is also behind International Holding Company, which took a 5% stake in the Adani Group. The single royal effectively oversees close to 3/4 of Abu Dhabi's entire sovereign wealth, alongside the UAE's biggest bank and its largest listed company. When India talks investment with Abu Dhabi, it is in large part talking to one power center with enormous coordinated capital. That's part of why UAE money moves faster and bigger into India than fragmented Gulf capital elsewhere. The UAE is diversifying away from oil. It needs high growth markets to park trillions of dollars for the next 50 years. India offers exactly that: a fast-growing economy, a massive consumer base, and political stability compared to other emerging markets. On India's side, this capital fills a critical gap. As foreign portfolio investors from the West have pulled out billions from Indian equities this year alone, patient long-term Gulf sovereign capital has stepped in as a stabilizing counterweight. It's not hot money looking for a quick exits. It's strategic capital looking to stay for decades. This is why UAE's investment in India is bigger than just the statistics. It's a realignment of global capital flows toward India, led by a small but extraordinarily wealthy Gulf capital. Abu Dhabi is not just parking money in India, it's embedding itself into India's energy grid, its banks, its ports, its digital economy. That kind of deep economic entanglement builds strategic trust that outlasts any single government or trade cycle. For India, it means diversifying away from dependence on Western capital at a moment when that capital is growing nervous. For the UAE, it means securing a stake in what could be the world's third largest economy well before the rest of the world fully wakes up to it. The real question going forward, as Abu Dhabi's money digs deeper into Indian infrastructure and industry, how much economic leverage is Delhi comfortable handing to one Gulf capital? And will other Gulf nations now scramble to catch up before India's best opportunities are already taken?
The old rules are breaking. Alliances are shifting.
Apologize again to the victims of the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
Wars are redrawing maps. Oil routes can shake economies overnight. One election in America can impact markets in Mumbai.
No tax on tips.
One move by China can alter the balance in Asia. One conflict in West Asia can hit every Indian household. This is no longer a distant story. This is our story. Your story. Because for the first time in decades, India is not watching from the sidelines. India is rising. India is negotiating. India is balancing rivals. India is building military strength. India is shaping trade routes. India is becoming central to the new global order. And yet, most global news is still told through someone else's lens. Washington's lens, Beijing's lens, London's lens. But where is India's lens? Where is the platform that explains the world from our perspective? Welcome to India's Axis, a new destination for geopolitics, strategy and power seen through India's eyes, from Neighborhood Watch to the biggest global stories that matter to you. Why tensions in the Taiwan Strait matter to India, how one move by China can affect India's security, what turmoil in Pakistan means for regional stability, how Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan shape India's neighborhood, why oil choke points can hit your wallet, how wars abroad can reshape India's security. This is not noise. This is not shouting. This is not recycled headlines. This is sharp, intelligent storytelling. Daily explainers, war room analysis, strategic conversations, because news is everywhere, but perspective is rare, and in the age of confusion, clarity is power. Axis is for the audience that wants more than headlines. The axis of global power is shifting. India is at the center of that shift. It's time the world was explained accordingly, to understand the world through India's strategic lens. Subscribe now.